This is the zombie from 1956. So the most recent incarnations of the zombie recipe from Down the Beachcomber. It's listed in Sippin' Safari by Jeff Berry. This recipe starts out with lime juice. We're going to take and squeeze some fresh lime juice here. We just need 3/4 ounce, so that should just be 2 of these wedges. And notice that I am squeezing this into a separate glass, which I'll then measure rather than squeezing them straight into the blender, because you always want to make sure you're measuring your juices. Perfect 3/4 ounce. Now we want to take and add a 1/2 ounce of grapefruit juice. And 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice. A 1/4 ounce of falernum. I'm using the Fee Brothers falernum here. Falernum is kind of a spicy syrup with a little bit of lime juice and almond flavoring, some other things like that. But you always want to make sure you get falernum and don't try, just a simple grenadine. You'll see some cocktail books will say, oh, you can use grenadine instead, and they're completely different. Add that in. Then we have 1.25 ounces of Bacardi Gold Rum, or Gold Rum. I'm using Bacardi. One ounce of a dark rum. I'm going to be using Gosling's Black Seal rum. And then 1 ounce of 151 proof Demerara rum. Now, Demerara rum has a bit more of a spicy flavor to it. Now, on this lemon heart bottle here, this is one of the more common bottles of Demerara rum you're going to find. There's both a regular strength and a 151 proof strength, and they basically look exactly the same, except for this little teeny red triangle up in the upper corner. That's the way you quickly recognize whether you've got the Lemon Heart regular strength or the Lemon Heart heavy strength. And now we use Maraschino Liquer. We're going to add 3/4 ounce. Maraschino Liquer is a sweet cherry flavored liqueur. It should not be confused with maraschino syrup like you're going to have in maraschino cherries. And then we have 1/4 teaspoon of grenadine. Pour too much in there, so just pour a little bit out. There you go. Now, grenadine, as you know, is made from pomegranates. A lot of the commercial grenadine you're going to see out there is actually made not out of pomegranates at all, but just red sugar syrup with some citric acid and stuff. You're going to make sure you get a good grenadine or make it yourself. We're now going to add 2 dashes, or 1/8 teaspoon of Pernod. Just carefully. Pernod can take over a drink pretty quickly. And then 2 dashes of Angostura Bitters. You see how involved this cocktail is? It's a lot of ingredients and takes some time doing it. And that's everything. We put the lid on. Now notice I haven't put any ice in it yet. I've just put the lid on, put the ingredients in, give it a blend just to mix it up. That mixes the ingredients. Now we add the ice. And we're going to do what's called a flash blend. We're not trying to make a slushy here. We're just simply trying to break up the ice so it cools the drink down really good. Pour that in our glass. Garnish it with a mint sprig and a couple of long straws. And there we have the zombie cocktail.